Before this video starts, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Now, before anyone says anything, just to let you know, I know this is a cartoon and physics never works in the Ed, Edd N Eddy universe, but this is Cartoon Sins. This is what I do. So anyway, let's continue. So it's 4:05 p.m. and usually school ends around 3, and school activities usually last around an hour, such as after school programs and detention. Are you trying to tell me Double D did all this sorting within an hour? I'm sure he was also part of some kind of school activities too. And if the wind was blowing strong enough to blow this leaf, how come it didn't blow away the piles of leaves that Double D sorted out?
Stupid teacher!
And like I said, I know what you're thinking. It's Ed, Edd N Eddy. No one dies on the show. But if this was real life, he'd be dead.
Dishing out detentions on Halloween!
Reap what you sow, Eddie. You filled the teacher's desk with processed cheese.
What? Processed cheese? And that was worthy enough for detention? And on top of that, you call that a prank, Eddie? It should have been squeezed cheese. 40 seconds of this awesome intro, so that's worthy of removing a sin. There's an electrical outlet with one thing plugged in. So which one is plugged in? The TV or the VCR player? Because both of them have to be plugged into the wall to be powered. And I'm guessing Ed didn't go to school today. And if he didn't the school tell his parents he wasn't at school today? And since we don't see them, I'm sure Sarah would have found out, but what does she care? And with all these videotapes, there's no way Ed would have watched them all in one day, because an average movie runs about an hour and 30 minutes, including 10 minutes of movie trailers.
You just wait, Lumpy! I got secret directions to the creepiest monster-ridden neighborhood in the land! It's called Spookyville!
Well, I see atrocious penmanship runs in the family. I highly doubt you'll find anything with this, Eddie, let alone a Spookyville.
Double D would be good at cartoon Halloween sins. So the Kanker sisters travel outside of the trailer park just to roast marshmallows in the neighborhood, just so Ed can have this moment here. And Marie Caker's marshmallow wouldn't be roasted evenly, and it will most likely melt off and fall onto the grill.
Did you hear something?
What? You guys know toasted marshmallows give me the toots!
Fart jokes. Property damage. And even more property damage. It's supposed to be fall, but someone's still playing in a kiddie pool, and also left it full. Damaging and removing a stop sign is not only dangerous, but also illegal, which can put you in prison for 10 years, and most likely pay a fine of $10,000. And Jimmy didn't die from that, and Eddie is laughing as if it was funny to see Jimmy almost get killed by Ed.
Roll it, stupid!
Sarah only tripped over Jimmy and somehow gets her costume ripped and torn.
Ed attacked me, Sarah. He was so hairy and burly.
And now it's time for Sarah to act irrational, not only blame Ed for this, but also get Eddie and Double D involved in it, which I don't care about Eddie, but Double D doesn't deserve it, so 2 cents for Sarah. Where did Ed get that knife sharpening wheel? And now there's a lone red wagon sitting in front of these people's yard where someone could steal it.
We shall take this chariot,
Perhaps they're not home.
It's Halloween, dude. Duh.
You know, there are some people who don't give out candy sometimes, and then there are people who believe Halloween is of the devil.
I'm gonna go straight to my thighs.
This cement turner not only had cement in it, but it was also wet and ready to be used, which it should have dried a long time ago, if it's quick drying cement. Ness had the turner put on her head, but when she got out of it, only her body was covered in cement. If her head was covered, she would die from suffocation. But Naz would still die with the cement compressing her body. The Eds went into the hearse through the grill. Ed ended up in the glove department and Double D ended up on a seat. And the animator Steven tried to get Eddie stuck in something.
Headless Horseman from cirrhosis of the Liverpool!
Well, there's only one way to stop him. Head to the covered bridge on the map, because you know what they say.
Cross that bridge, my friends. The ghost is through. His power ends.
Both Eddie, Ed, and Double D got thrown off and fell off the cliff and should have died. But no, then the special would be over. Wait, what's Johnny doing out here in the forest all by himself?
If you see Plank, tell that slowpoke to get his honey back here. I'm tired of waiting for him.
He's a piece of wood, dude.
Not again!
Ed this, Ed that. Why don't you just marry the guy? I'm going to Spookyville.
I'm already taken, Eddie.
Really? By who? Do tell, Ed.
Now be a good laugh and go to Johnny.
He's a hunk of piece of wood, Double D.
At the end of the path, look for the big rock!
That's a rock.
Behind the rock, touch the shovel!
Funny, I don't remember seeing that on the map, so it's all Ed's fault for not leading them to the so-called Spookyville.
Well, I never. Who would leave a perfectly good shovel in the...
Hey, I was gonna say that, Double D. Wait, since when did they go trick-or-treating? They didn't even do any trick-or-treating when they left the cul-de-sac. They only got candy from Jimmy's bag, and I'm sure Double D was the only one who went to a house. So Eddie shouldn't even have any candy right now.
No, it's really your house. We've gone in a complete circle. We're back in the cul-de-sac.
This is my house.
Seems your brother tricked rather than treated you this Halloween, Eddie.
No, it was mostly Ed's fault, because he was the one that said,
No need no stinking map, Eddie!
and then said a bunch of things that weren't even on the map, but his brother would have tricked him anyway.
Plank's pressing charges, you bully.
You serious?
Wait a minute, who dug this hole? Because I'm sure it wasn't Ed. And they didn't get injured from falling down the hole.
We will wait here, safe till morning.
Wait, is that an electrical lamp? What's it doing down here in this hole? And last, instead of beating up Ed, since he was the one who caused all this, they decided to beat up Ed, which I'm sure he deserves it, and Double D, who did nothing at all to deserve this. Well, it's like the old thing they always do in the show. If one Ed does one thing, get the rest of them involved.
No, not Plaque. Plague.